Hello everybody, welcome back to Real Techniques. Today I'm going to show you a makeup tutorial using the new Everyday Essential brush set. I'm just going to pin my fringe out the way a little bit because I don't want to get makeup in it. Firstly, I'm going to take my 200 Expert Foundation brush and a bit of moisturiser. Just buff that into the skin. So this is the same brush as you will have seen in the orange, it's just got a new colourway. I'm then going to take a little bit of primer. This is the Revlon Photo Ready. I'm going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to use a 200 Expert Foundation brush to work that into the skin as well. This is just going to allow the foundation to stay on a little bit longer. I need all the help I can at the moment because I've had a little outbreak. We all get them. So really buff that into the skin. Then take a foundation of your choice. I've chosen the IT Cosmetics CC foundation and my colour is medium. And the same 200 Expert Foundation brush again. You're just going to buff that into the skin. I tend to start from the middle and buff outwards. I'm just pushing that over the skin where I might want a tiny bit more coverage. Let the brush do the work. It's really quite simple. Next, in with my 300 Deluxe Crease brush and a little bit of Clarins Instant Light Concealer. I'm just going to run that under my eyes to lift a little bit, just where I get the dark circles. This brush fits perfectly in the orbital bone. So you can take it right the way around and the brush just glides really nicely. Now I have a couple of blemishes. I've got one almighty one there, so I'm just going to take my brush and push it over that area. So that rather than wipe it and move the product, I'm pushing the product into place. So it should just slowly disappear. Unfortunately, you can't change texture, but you can change colour. So anything that's really, really red you can, or dark you can take out with makeup, but you can't make a surface look smooth. Not as yet anyway. So I'm just working that on all of my blemishes. Next, my 400 blush brush and a little bit of bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I haven't powdered my skin yet. I personally like to use the bronzer first so it clings to the foundation. But certain bronzers will stick, so be careful with that. This one glides on really nicely. I don't like to powder too much because then you've got more and more product on. I want it to look as natural and radiant as possible without looking cakey and like you've got tons of product on. So just slowly build the bronzer up. Next in with my 402 setting brush and a little bit of powder just to take down any shine. This is a makeup artist's favourite brush. Just any areas that need the shine taken away, maybe the odd blemish, a little bit around the nose. And I like to take a dusting of powder over my eyelids. Especially if I'm not wearing an eyeshadow that day. This powder is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. Sticking with my 402 setting brush, I'm going to go in with my highlighter from the bronzer. Just run a little bit on the top of the cheekbones, just so it reflects the light a little bit. Highlighter is fine in this area if you have a smooth texture. If you've got the odd blemish there, it will highlight the blemish, so be wary. A little bit down the nose, a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Next in with my Miracle Complexion sponge. This is such a versatile little friend. You can use this with creams, powders, liquids, for blusher, for concealer, for foundation. If you use it dry, it's going to give you slightly more coverage. If you use it damp, which is a lot bigger, for a foundation, it's going to give you a slightly lighter finish. I'm going to use it for blush. So I'm going to take my point, just dab it into the blush. This is Bobbi Brown Powder Pink. I'm just going to take that along the top of the cheek. So it adds a natural blush, and I've gone for a cream product because it makes the skin look slightly more glowy. Everything else I've used is quite powder, So I like to add a bit of cream, and by using a sponge you can push it over the skin and it won't change your makeup. I'm also going to take a little bit of that right on the point and pop that on my lip. So it makes a really, really muted lip. That's still with the Bobbi Brown product. I'm just going to add some mascara to finish, and I will put in the description box the retailers that you can get it from. I literally love this set, and it was voted for by you guys. You chose what brushes you wanted to see in a set and we put them all together for you. Lists of where you can buy them and the retailers are below, and don't forget to give us some feedback of what you think of the new colours. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.